The new season has begun. Every day dozens of players are eliminated in the first round. And if you want to learn how to survive it, well, I'm gonna tell you everything. But first, 80,000 subscribers. Let's go! Now, up on floor 8, there's all-out war. Two major guilds, the North Gate Alliance and the Crimson Blade, are battling for supremacy. At least they were until yesterday. You see, somewhere in the battlefield, someone was eliminating members of both sides equally. And the worst part was no one knew who it was. Players called him the Ghost because he would appear and disappear at will, sabotaging supply lines, eliminating sentries, and even launching surprise attacks on unsuspecting commanders. Honestly, you don't need to know his real name because in less than a week, he became a legend. And as legends often do, he vanished as quickly as he appeared. Of course, I know exactly who that is. It's Kang Jin-hyuk. And when we left him, he had just snuck into the Crimson Blade's main fortress undetected. Now, here's the thing. Even though the Crimson Blade has been pushed to the edge of this floor, they aren't going down without a fight. Their main fortress is heavily guarded by elite players reinforced with magic. Wards and traps are hidden in every corridor and the guild master isn't even here. So unless you're insane, you wouldn't dare attack it alone. But Jin-hyuk, well, he's many things, but those who know him best would say he's sane, maybe even level-headed. So what exactly is he doing storming the fortress? Well, as you can imagine, it's not what it seems. See, while the world thinks this is a war between two guilds, it's actually a war of attrition. Each side tries to whittle the other down, trying to force them into making mistakes. And what better mistake than giving away the location of your next major push? You see, since the guild wars began, each guild is given a sealed scroll. They can't open it until they reach the designated time and place or the coordinates will become useless. But if Jin-hyuk can steal it, well, that gives him a huge advantage. Not only would he know the location and timing of the next major battle, but he could also manipulate the Crimson Blade into revealing their strategy, their defenses, and even their reinforcements. Basically, he'd be able to turn the tide of the entire war. And that's why he infiltrated their main fortress. But it wasn't easy. The moment he entered, a powerful aura filled the space, stopping him dead in his tracks. Guild Commander Bekozen appeared and the dual-axe-wielding monster blocked the exit. But Jin-hyuk wasn't afraid. In fact, he welcomed the challenge. After all, he was the one who made it possible. The room was littered with glyphs and runes, all of which Jin-hyuk placed himself. And as soon as the commander entered, they activated. First, the silence runes along the walls neutralized the commander's communication spells, cutting him off from the rest of the fortress. Then a series of traps sprung, collapsing pillars, crumbling statues, and a few more nasty surprises. And through it all, Jin-hyuk kept moving, dodging, weaving, and blasting his way deeper into the fortress. Finally, he arrived at his destination, the artifact vault, where only guild masters are allowed. And there, hidden behind an illusionary wall, was a single scroll, the Crimson Strategy Scroll. But protecting it were 3 elite guards, the same ones I mentioned earlier, the ones guarding the entrance. But now they stood no chance. With a simple hand gesture, Jin-hyuk reversed a trapped glyph on the floor, turning it into an illusion pit. And with that, the 3 guards disappeared into harmless loops of their own. Just as Jin-hyuk reached the scroll, a booming voice echoed throughout the vault. So you got a little bolder, rat, huh? Trying to steal our guild secrets. Oh, no, it can't be. Hosen had escaped his trap. He charged forward, axe raised, and cut the scroll's seal with a single swipe. Damn it! Jin-hyuk sighed. The quest failed. Or did it? See, even though he didn't get the scroll, he did get something better. Something the commander never saw coming. As soon as Ho-san touched the scroll, Jin-hyuk activated another one of his glyphs, binding the commander's energy. And as he struggled to break free, Jin-hyuk grabbed the scroll and vanished. Mission accomplished. And with that, the ghost was back. Now, as for what happens next, well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. The new season is here and so is the competition. There are a lot of players trying to take over, but only one can win. So don't miss out. Subscribe.